Kia ora, hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you to everyone that has jumped in. Hello, Maximu. Thank you for being first. Hello, AI Farmer. Welcome in. And hello, Just Joe. Morning. Just dropping on my way to bed. Say hi and drop a like. Thank you so much, sir. Do appreciate it. So thank you for everyone that's here. We are back on Judith Plains and got a bit of a special episode, or maybe a start of some special stuff. Going to start construction, which means might have problems when the map update comes out. We'll have to wait and see. Hey, good morning, FS Farmer. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. So let's have a look here. I think gotta go down to miscellaneous. Grab that. I need that anyway. And what do we got? Maybe miscellaneous up here. There we go. So you've probably got an idea of what I'm going to be doing now. Okay, so as you can see, it's actually quite late, so we're hoping to get the big bulldozer to our site. So we have actually purchased a site. Hey Lone Wolves, welcome in. We have purchased a site and now we're going to be doing some leveling of some building sites so we can build a contractor's yard. How are you today, Lone Wolves? Welcome in. Thank you for joining. So we're using a mod called Terrafarm. It's still in beta form, but still seems to work reasonably okay. So what we're doing at the moment Yep, Terrafarm. So, have played around with it a little bit. So, going to be interesting to see how it goes when we're actually doing it for real. Hello, Cher. How are you? Welcome in. Okay, so we're going to try and get the bulldozer to our site while there's not much traffic around. Sent the butterfly pictures as a message on Discord. Awesome, share. I should probably turn the lights off on the bulldozer. Alone? No, haven't. Okay, so we have to try and get this bulldozer down to our yard. Hey Crofter, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Post the zoo pictures later. That'll be awesome, share. Yeah, just a little bulldozer. Got some landscaping to do. Yeah, will do. Will do, Lone. Rosie Cat has to go to the vet today. Routine health check and vaccination. Oh, that's always good to look after them. Not going to go back and forth with the dang ads. Yeah. Understand they have told YouTube to only do it every 30 minutes, so I'm hoping that's what they're doing. Yeah, Crofter. Args is doing a Winchester map play on, just testing, I think. It will be interesting. I've actually got a redirect set up so that when I end the stream, we should redirect to his stream and be able to see the map. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing how that one is. So it is winter time, so I thought it would be a good time to build the yard in the winter time when there's not much work to do. So I did leave us where we were doing that field over there, harvesting that field. I completed that harvest. But thought it might be a bit different to do some terraforming on this map. See how we go. So you might have an idea of what field I've brought. Not entirely flat. So we will need to do a bit of site preparation for the sheds. Yeah, YouTube Premium. We got that as a family basically because the kids and my wife wanted music, and YouTube Premium is actually the same price as Spotify. So it was sort of like, it was a no-brainer. Why would I want to pay for Spotify and just have music when I could have YouTube Premium, which is music and video? So that's what we went for. Honestly think Spotify and all the music ones are a bit steep, to be honest, when you compare them to the likes of Netflix and all that. Yeah, and streaming video is way more data than just streaming music. Keep forgetting to undo the straps. Hey, Sohail, welcome. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great day. So we'll get this off. And I think I'm going to sleep in the cab. Okay, so I just sent, apparently I get 10 memberships I can gift per month. So I've just sent 5 out. Congratulations, Golden Shores Fire Department. Congratulations, Chinook. L Scar 23. Welcome in, or welcome to the membership. Ian Goes Civ and T have all received gift memberships. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so it's actually 8 o'clock and it's still dark. Ah, man. Funny, where I live, even in the middle of winter, 8 o'clock is actually daylight. So yeah, I think we're a bit closer to the equator than Judith Plains is. So we don't have the long summer days, and we don't have the long winter nights. Hey Chinook, welcome in. Thank you. You're welcome, sir. It's all entirely random though. I didn't have any choice in the matter. I just put them out there and YouTube decides who gets what. So I'm glad that you were able to get one, mate. Okay, so the mod Terra Farming has a new piece of equipment, which probably shouldn't be chucked around like that. Very sensitive piece of equipment. So what this can do is we can set it to a particular level, and we can use it to level out to a particular point. If I set that to 0, that should level everything out. See if I can remember how we do this. Want to enable the machine. Want to disable the materials. So with terraforming, you can, as you dig dirt out, produce stones which you can then take, sell, fill in holes with, or different things like that. I'm not going to that point. Go with the dirt texture. Go for about 3. Strength of 1. I'm not sure what hardness does. Haven't been able to find anything about that. Okay, that's that. And we want to clear the material. At the moment, I don't want to allow grading up. So what that does is, as you move along, it will build up if it's below the level that I've set it to. And then I want to calibrate it by selecting that. Okay. Let's see how we get on with this. So as soon as you see the green, it means it should start leveling out. Let's see that happening now. Hey, Farmhand Andy, welcome in. Thank you for joining. What we're doing is we're just sort of flattening out a building site for the sheds. So you can sort of see it starting to dig out quite a bit there. So you can actually go the whole way and just do the whole digging it out and having to take the stones away. You could do the whole quarrying thing. But I'm not sure I want to go down quite that far down that track. So this is actually really good mod for painting roads in as well. Hey JM Jonto, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great day. So this is leveling it all out at the same height. So this should give us a nice level platform to build our shed on. Of course, it would be just easier to do it with the leveling brush, but I think this is a bit more fun. Just want to dig out. I don't want to build up at the moment. So I may look at doing different levels. Yeah, that's what I thought, Farmhand Andy. Like I say, you can go the whole way, and you know where I've dug everything out, you could dig out with a front loader and you know have a whole pile of stones that you have to dispose of somewhere. But I don't think I quite wanted to go down that way. Sure I'm not building them all? I've got some big American sheds to put in here, mate. Some big American sheds. Yeah, so that's a good question. How did I get this? I'm trying to remember now. Just looking it up. Okay, so I got it from his GitHub page. So I've put the link up in the vertical and horizontal. But yeah, FS Miner does a whole lot of equipment for it as well. But I've got it working on some of the base game stuff as well. That snowmobile one that's used for leveling silage, available for that, works with that one. It also works with the silage leveler on a tractor. But yeah, this bulldozer is available from an Australian modding group. And I think it also works on the new Fiat Alice bulldozer tractor. Like I say, it's actually really good for doing roads because you get the curves more natural with it, and it will do smoothing and painting, so you don't have to do the whole digging everything out like I'm doing at the moment. Get that last little bit. So there seems to be some really good maps coming out soon. On PC there's a new Italian map that's about to be released. I saw him do a video about it. It's going to be released in a few days, available for download from their site. So I might check that one out. Hey Cher, you released the butterflies? Awesome. And of course, you know, I think we've got some great maps coming out on the UK side as well. There's also some maps coming out. Actually, I checked out the new Canadian map. It's sort of like two mines. It doesn't have any built-up farms, so it's basically just fields and that's about it, which kind of makes sense because, you know, you sort of the first thing most people do when they get to a map is they pick their farm, then they want to get rid of all the buildings and put their own buildings in. So I guess it kind of makes sense to have no buildings anywhere, and then that just gives people the ability to put their own buildings in. But yeah, I don't know, it's just makes it a very, very empty map. May want to take this down another meter. I'll have to just see how we go. Yeah, Do. Hey, welcome in, Do. Thank you for joining. Yeah, you're on it now. It's a nice looking map. It's just sort of the lack of farms makes it a bit difficult to, you know, feel like you can do contracts for other farmers. But yeah, it's a great 4X map, so PC only, I'm afraid. But yeah, it's an interesting map. Like I say, most people when they get a farm they just want to build it up themselves anyway, so I think it is kind of nice to have farms around, and even if people are going to destroy it. Yeah, Crofter, that's why I didn't even try. Yeah, it does look very good. Very good. I have to move that trailer, I think. Hey, hello, Only Farms Gaming. Welcome to the stream. More than welcome to join us from across the ditch. Hope your day's gone well. Makes you use your imagination to build what you want. You like it? Yeah. Hey, Farm Roland, welcome in. Yes, bulldozer time. We're flattening out some ground so that we can build our contractor's yard. We got this bit of land. I'll show you where it is on the map. So I've got it there. So that's where I'm staying at the moment, in there by field 23. And I have brought this field up here. Goes back into the gully there, so I'm thinking I might put some sheep or goats into the gully because they like fairly steep areas to move up and down. I thought I might put some greenhouses in here later on. But right now it's just getting some sheds in so that we've got the contractor's yard. Yeah, that Fiat Alice bulldozer is actually quite good. I'm actually thinking of grabbing it for the other terraforming that I want to do. Okay, looks like because I had left, it had turned itself off, so I'm going to flatten all this and see what it looks like. Put the shed in and see what I think of it. Yeah, so it's not a bad model, this one. Doesn't look too bad. Bit of a problem with the seat maybe, but how far back we're sitting. You don't see much in it though. Thinking that's probably what it's like in real life. Yeah, thanks, Only Farms Gaming. Well, I'd try something a bit different this time. Bit of setting up a contract. I've been doing a contracting business. Yeah, I start from scratch, and I thought this might be a bit different for instead of just going in there with a terraforming brush. Yes, irrigation bays. That was on no man's land. Oh, that would have been amazing to see. It looks like we have a bit of a hollow in there. Well, kind of only farms. I'm not keeping all the spoil. The spoil just magically disappears. Otherwise, I'd probably be spending all night just carting spoil away all the time, which is what happens in real life. But probably great if you've got multiplayer happening, but not so great when you're on your own. I'm thinking I might just drop this down a little bit more. I'll recalibrate this. Be about here. Okay, I'll move that out of the way. Kiwi realistic. Kiwi realistic, mate. Semi-realistic. Using a bulldozer. Hey, awesome only farms. Thank you for that. Hey, Big Mac, welcome in. Thank you for joining. So thank you to our new subscribers. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Glad you're enjoying the stream. And Only Farms Gaming is one of those new subscribers. Thank you so much. You have to get rid of the overburden. Eat the wash plant. Yeah, mate. I really just want to level out the ground, but do it a bit more realistically than just using the leveling brush. Yeah, Only Farms Gaming. That'd be awesome, mate. Yeah, if you look at some of my early streams, I was on a bit of a potato. And I was having problems with the graphics going blurry on inside machinery and that sort of thing. So you don't necessarily have to have a super powered machine to stream. OBS doesn't actually seem to take that much resources, but a graphics card with a bit of VRAM definitely helps. You like the new mod for the dozer with a stick rake to clear out the timber? Yep. Hey, Dirty Road Relay, welcome in. Thank you for joining. I really just want to level it out to the point where it's below the level, and then I can sort of figure out whether that's going to be enough room for the sheds or not. So I want to keep a bit of land between where I dig out and the fence line. So that fence line is basically my boundary. Hey, Brody's likes cars. Yes, mate, welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, this is FS25. It's a mod, PC only mod, unfortunately. But it really does showcase what Giants could do if they wanted to. Yeah, they've got the terraforming tools in there. There's no reason why they couldn't make it that machinery can be used as a terraforming tool. And that's what Terrafarm does. So doesn't really look like FS25. Yeah, you're probably not wrong there, mate. It does look completely different at the moment. So I'm just basically flattening the ground so I can put some buildings in. Once I've got the buildings in, I can put some roading in. I'm not too sure what we'll do if the map requires a new game save, which probably will. Yeah, PS6 might be able to play bigger maps, but Sony's still going to have their massive hang up about script mods. And there are so many script mods like this Terrafarm mod that cannot be used on console. Universal Autoload is another great mod. There's quite a number of script mods that must-haves for most PC players that console players just can't use. So that's something to consider if you're going to be spending a similar amount of money on a console as you are a PC, then you're probably better to go for a PC. Mr. Sealy P does it quite a bit. What he will do is he will lease equipment and then return it as a quick way to get rid of money. So that's one way to remove money from the consoles. And of course there's the other the sign that you can put in to give you more money if you need that. So yeah, but that's how he would do it when he was setting a game up. He would remove money by leasing equipment, and you can lease some pretty expensive equipment, so it doesn't take long for the money to drop down. Takes a bit more time with this to landscape, but you're getting there. Yep, I'm getting there, mate. Hey D, welcome in. Thank you for joining. It's a cursor that's more controllable than my mouse is. My mouse is quite uncontrollable. Doesn't always go where I want it to go. All lazy mods are scripted. Yes, you are quite correct there, mate. PC players are lazy. Not gonna get any argument from me there. It depends on what you want to do, mate. I just enjoy playing Farm Sim, so I thought I'd make a channel where I just played Farm Sim. And things like there's a few people that like to watch me play Farm Sim. I do appreciate it. Sometimes I don't quite understand it, but I do appreciate it. Yeah, lease a tractor there, Brody. That's how Mr. Sealy P does it. Because he is totally dedicated to console. He's been true to console the whole time. In fact, he'll even forego... He's given DLC in advance from Giants, but because they can't give him console DLCs, he will actually wait for the release on the console before he'll review them, even though all the PC guys have been able to review them 2 or 3 days before it's released. But he is so true to the console that he won't even fire up a gaming PC, which he owns, to play a pre-release DLC or to review it. It's a bit like a Bob Ross painting. Hey, I've almost got the hair for it. I let it grow a bit longer, I would look like Bob Ross. Mr. Silly P is certainly a true PlayStation knight. He's true to the console. If you're watching one of his videos and watching, you know, something that's been done on his map, you know he's done that on a console and nothing else. Yeah, you're welcome there, Brody. And I think we've got a new subscriber. Thank you for joining the Kiwi clan. Hope you're having a great day. You can pick a location and just terraform. That generally burns up the money. Yeah, it does. I'm actually running a script mod which isn't using any money because I figure I'm leasing the bulldozer, so I've paid for it. So that's why terraforming's not costing me any money, because I'm using that mod, which is another script mod that wouldn't be available for consoles. But then again, you can use the government subsidy sign to put in an awful lot of money. You know, if you're going to be doing a lot of terraforming and you don't want to be blowing all your money away, you can put the government subsidy sign in to give yourself a whole heap of money. And then, you know, when you've finished your terraforming and your building, you can then just lease a whole heap of equipment and return it just to get the money back down to the level you want it to be. No, you don't have to keep the leased tractor. You can just lease it and return it straight away, and the money is taken out straight away. But if you want to keep the leased tractor, of course you can do that. But if you want to just get rid of your money quickly, you lease the equipment and then return it straight away. I'm actually quite impressed with this Terra farm. It really is working quite well. And thank you to our new subscriber. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Glad you're enjoying the stream. I'm just checking on our likes. Seeing how we're doing there. 12 likes already. Thank you to everyone that's hit the like button. Absolutely fantastic. Always like to try to get to about 20 likes if I can for a stream. So we're definitely well on our way for that. If you haven't hit the like button yet, feel free to do so. Really helps the channel. Tells YouTube's algorithm thingy to let other people know about the channel. And yeah, just the win-win situation. Makes you feel good for helping a channel. Doesn't cost you anything. So you're trying to do it on FS22 and it ain't working. So what, you're trying to lease equipment on FS22? It's selling for way less. So are you wanting to make money or spend money? Okay, so I should see how we're going for our buildings. Yeah, you're trying to start from $0, so you need to lease the equipment. So if you go into your shop, say for argument's sake, you want to get rid of an awful lot of money. So something like a harvester can be quite expensive to lease. So we'll go for the big New Holland. You know, you can max it all out. Hit the lease button and that's going to take immediately nearly $40,000 out of my bank account if I lease it. And then as soon as I lease it, I can actually return it straight away, and that $40,000 is still going to be taken out of my bank account. Hey Barbara, welcome in. Thank you for joining. And Goldie FS. Yep, so I'm playing with a PC only mod, terraforming. It is in the chat earlier on, the GitHub page that it's available on. It's not available on ModHub just yet. He might release it on ModHub. And I've also got a third-party bulldozer mod. And what it does is it acts like a brush, basically, like the terraforming brush. But you're using equipment instead of a brush. So, yeah. So, let's have a look here. So I want to build some sheds. That looks like there's big enough room there. That's a big shed, that one. Okay, so that looks like it's going to be going to work quite well. Probably going to want to go back to changing the texture. Yeah, mate, they are. I think we'll put some asphalt in. Okay, and I want to smooth it. I just want to lay asphalt down. Would be good to have a proper asphalting machine, I suppose, but hey Klaus, good morning. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. This should lay down some nice bit of seal. Of course, running over tar seal with the bulldozer would be really bad for the tar seal. Know that. Yeah. Clever bulldozer, this one. I know what we need is an actual road laying machine, asphalt machine. Fascinating to watch, actually, as they sort of as they drive along with a truck tipping hot asphalt in and you know, laying out the asphalt on the road. Quite fascinating to watch. Yeah, the model doesn't get very dirty, does it? At least I'm doing something a bit different than just painting it with a brush. Hey, glad it's working for you there, Brody. Yeah, with 50-meter working spaces, AI Farmer, definitely. Maybe the Colossus pack does need a bulldozer. I have got a retaining wall mod as well. I'm not too sure how that will work. 50 meter and 180 kilometers an hour. You'd want to be careful that you didn't go off your land and into someone else's. As I was playing around, I was actually I started terraforming the road, and the road is now a texture on instead of an actual model, and so I ended up having a great big ditch in the middle of the road. It was fun watching the cars trying to navigate their way through it. Like the Trek 600 that can cut trees everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, if you weren't careful with a Colossus bulldozer, yeah, one great big concrete map. Yeah, I did see Argsy is starting his stream, yeah. A bit like watching Jackson Brothers YouTube channel. Haven't actually seen that once. Yeah, sounds like it would be good. Yes, I'm laying concrete with a bulldozer. With the lack of concrete laying tools available, I have to resort to using a bulldozer, I'm afraid. Semi-realistic. Hey, Ghost Wolf. Hello, welcome in. So I've been levelling the land to put in some sheds for a contracting yard. So they run 2 D11s on their farm. Wow. Not the sort of equipment you'd usually associate with a farm. Hey, Farmhand Andy, thank you for the snacks and the coffee. I'll just finish off this and then we might put some sheds in. Probably going to go overboard with the sheds, but you know. Think big, that's the idea. Hey Nick, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Wish I could do that on FS22 on PS4. Yeah, unfortunately you can't do this. It's a PC only mod. It was available on FS22, but only for PC because of the script rules that the consoles have. But yeah, you can use the terraforming tools built into the Giants engine to do that. Go big or go home. Yeah, dude, that's the one. I'm going to have some very large empty sheds. For FS25 2 weeks ago already and 100 hours in. Yeah, it doesn't take long, mate. So what I'm doing here is I'm using a mod called Terraform. It's PC only, unfortunately, but it is a script mod, so consoles get very funny about scripts. And what it does is it converts certain equipment into the terraforming brushes that Giants has. So I used this to level out this whole area, and now I'm using it to paint. Hey, sorry Klaus, but missed your message. I do try to keep up with them, but sometimes they slip through. They bounce up the list too quick. Hey, thank you to our new subscriber. Welcome in. Yeah, my apologies, Klaus. So yeah, this mod is the Terrafarm mod. About the commercials. Commercials should only be coming about every 30 minutes, hopefully. There you go, Klaus. I see it now. Sorry, that one really slipped past fast. Okay, so you're getting every 10 minutes. 2 commercials are showing up. That is frustrating because I've definitely set it to only 30 minutes. That is really frustrating. So I definitely don't want that. You've got them every 10 minutes. That is really frustrating. Yeah, I'll have to look at that for the next one because I don't want that happening. You know, every 10 minutes is just too much. I want people to enjoy the stream, not trying and force ads down them all the time. Yeah, I don't actually use a sim wheel. I just use a standard Logitech steering wheel and just a standard joystick. So I want to flatten that bump. Just follow on YouTube, no ad appearing here. Okay. You have them every 10, but for me, not an issue. That's frustrating me a little bit though, because I definitely set it to only every 30 minutes. But I did set it for different times for different people. So yeah, I might just have to say no, I just want it every 30 minutes or something like that. Yeah, I don't want you guys having the stream interrupted every 10 minutes with an ad. Yeah, especially a non-skippable ad. Right, so let's see how we're going to do this. Thinking I might try and put one there. If change the color. Yeah, no worries, Nick. Thank you. And we're going to change that to Massey Ferguson red. Ooh, does this give us solar panels? It does. So we should have solar panels on it too. So that should be south that way. Quite a nice view, I think. This actually has living quarters in it, so we go. We've committed ourselves now. So going to put in a few channels of some people that have popped into the chat earlier on. One is Just Joe. He's got a channel that yep, he does some great videos. Just trying to pull it up there. And I'll put AI's link in there as well. Hey, good morning, Richard. Thank you for joining. FS Farmer, yep, you've got your ads set to minimum. Yeah, I'm just trying them out at the moment, but I don't want them to be obtrusive. So I'll have to see how we go with it. But thanks for the feedback. I appreciate it. It's definitely what I need to have this kind of feedback, because I'm not getting any ads at all. I've got YouTube Premium, like I said, because it's the same price as Spotify, and we get music and videos. But yeah, definitely keep giving me feedback like this, and I will be trying to tweak things to reduce the amount of ads, because yeah, I'm not in this to have ads every 5 minutes just so I can make lots and lots of money. That's not why I'm here. I want you guys to enjoy it, and you know, if I have to turn off ad revenue, I will, if you guys, you know, want to enjoy it. So yeah, I'll just have to just see it. You know, I thought every 30 minutes wouldn't be too bad, but if it's every 10 minutes, that's just way too much, and that's not what I'm asking for. Yeah, Richard did have a great time with the family, thanks. Hey, Royal Trucking, thank you for joining. Hello, welcome in. I'll just put FS Farmers in there as well. Definitely check out his stream. He does amazing things with horse play and auto drive. He can just have things. You've never gotten an ad while watching? Not once. Yeah, I'm wondering if it is sort of depending on what part of the world you're on, and how many ads they're trying to make money from, because of course YouTube makes money every time they put an ad out there. and it's possibly the European market is quite profitable for them, the more they can put out. So I'm wondering if it is specific to regions. But, you know, I want to know if I'm asking YouTube to only do it every 30 minutes. That's what I want YouTube to do. So, yeah. Hey, no problems there, FS Farmer. Now I'll put Lone Wolf's one up there as well. The and Farmhand Andy as well. Definitely check out his channel. Absolutely awesome. Is there anyone I've missed? If I have, my apologies, and please let me know. More than happy to put your link in there. So yeah, definitely let me know. It's not intentional. Just trying to keep up with everything. So I am just gonna fire up our Reddit video as well, hopefully. There we go. Big thank you to all our channel members. So while that's playing through, I'll walk up to our new shed. And I think we'll keep that as a case and won't swap it out for John Deere. So yeah, this has got a nice office space here. And then in here, it's got a nice living area. Complete with bathroom. And a bedroom. And I just sort of figure it's a nice view out that way. So sort of why I did it that way. So yeah, that's what we've got there. Should have enough room to maneuver vehicles out around. Hey, you're welcome there, Farmhand Andy. Like I say, if I have forgotten anyone, please let me know. Hey, thanks Royal Trucking. It should be FS F now for your one there, FS Farmer. I think I updated it. Yeah, Brody, just placing the buildings now. Yeah, hi there, Royal Trucking again. So I'm just going to place another couple. There's one that I particularly liked. So I did like under tools. I did like this big one. Change the color to Massey Ferguson red. Yeah, I don't know why it did that, but it did. The other one I want to put in is this one. It's got the diesel tank on it as well. I want to put that one in. I say. Yeah, it's got solar panels, so we'll get a little bit of income from that. It's got a lot of solar panels. You need a vacation, Richard. Fair enough. Yeah, I hope your week's been going well for you anyway. Okay, so we've got some contractors' yards going now. I will need to redo the whole... Not too sure why it put the gravel down, but it did. So big, cavernous. There we go, that might upset some people. Yeah, huge doors on it. I think it should be more of a hydraulic sound though than that sound. Don't think it's quite the right sound. But never mind. Yeah, I think I have. So I think I've got plenty of sheds. Looks like we've got decorations. Like we could put another shed at the back here as well if we wanted to. Yeah, mate, just pushing through it. Friday can't come soon enough. Understand completely. Okay, so I think what we're going to do now is make a road going down. Looks like I cleared more than enough area. Hey, thanks, Farmhand Andy. I'll put a bit of asphalt in here. Yes, I know, driving the bulldozer over the asphalt is just going to chew it up. I know. This is semi-realistic. Hey, Subby Life, welcome. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great day. I'll try and smooth that out a bit if we can. It's been hot and humid, has it? Oh, yeah. So I want to put greenhouses in there. Maybe a horse in there. Could be nice to have a horse to ride occasionally. Go over it a couple of times. Yeah, needs to smooth it out a bit more. I've just saved it because what I want to try and do, I want to put a retaining wall in. But I'm not too sure how it will go. Yeah, it didn't go so well, did it? Yeah, it's not working that well, is it? Hey, Subby Life, welcome back. I'm going to be able to put a retaining wall in there. Richard just got my first ad. Sorry to hear that, mate. Okay, that kind of worked. Wonder if I can run around with this and just retar seal everything. A little bit frustrating that they put down their own concrete. Okay, so we have a contractor's yard. Gonna have to do some fine tuning, put a bit of a fence around it, I think, and glidey gate. I'll figure out what I'm going to do on that retaining wall there. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Doesn't look like I had to terraform too much out of it. Oh, just destroyed my new building. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do if the new map update requires a new save game. It's a big shed though. I can fit the bulldozer inside it. Yeah, I'll pack that up and put it away. Yep. So I spent the whole day doing this. Whole week. I was actually hoping it would take a bit longer, but it happened way quicker than I expected. I have to think about what equipment I'm going to be getting. If I can fit this in here. Yeah, okay, I'll stick it in the corner here. That's a good spot for it. Extremal, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great day. Finally got a place where we can park our truck without having to park it in town. I have a feeling I'll be doing lots of runs into town to buy equipment. If there's anything worth buying in the used market. Nah. I don't think we need a Volvo excavator. Map set in USA. I'm based in New Zealand, mate. Might just park that there. And I might see about getting an Uber. Pick up my pickup truck. There you go. He dropped me off here. Jump in the pickup truck. I think about it. Close your eyes, Klaus. Might return this, because I'm probably not going to be using it for a while now. Might go up to my little flat that I've been renting for the last few months. Might stay there one more night. Then we'll pack everything up and move into our new house on our yard. Eyes are always closed when you walk in that shop. I know, mate. Not sure if I can sell that equipment or not. Hey, new subscriber. Thank you. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Glad you're enjoying the stream. How are we going for likes on our horizontal stream? $14 likes. Awesome. Thank you to everyone that has hit the like button. Yeah, external, sorry, we are an English channel here, mate. We don't speak other languages, unfortunately. I'd have to run what you said through a translator, which is a bit difficult when you're playing a game as well. It's been a while since I've had to drive down here. It feels like a long time anyway, with all the different streams I've been doing. I think this was on Friday, last Friday, wasn't it? I was on this map. Turning again. Gonna miss this little area actually. It's quite a picturesque little area down here. Right, so this is where we've been staying for the last few months. Seeing it's winter, we might sleep a bit later. Great, now see what's on sale. The Isiki rice planter. Yeah, I don't see me using that to plant any rice fields around here. I think it'd take me far too long for the size of the fields. Right, well, we've packed up everything. We'll pay our last amount for the lease of the flat, $1,000 a month. We'll give them the full month, even though we won't be there for the whole month. They've been very kind to us, so yeah, so we won't be coming here anymore to sleep. We have our own place. Now I have to start thinking about what sort of equipment I'm getting. I think I've taken the wrong turning again. Oh no, I know where I am. I'm completely lost. Whereas we say, I'm not lost, the scenery just hasn't caught up with me yet. So I think the first lot of stuff that I might buy might be a fairly big tractor and a plough. Maybe start doing some ploughing contracts. Now that we've got a pretty big yard, I should probably start thinking about maybe hiring people. Hiring contractors and that sort of thing. That's definitely made a mark on the scenery. Well, handy that we're quite close to a gas station too. Heaps of drive-through bays. These are absolutely awesome. Anyway, people, I think I might leave it at that. I have got a redirect to Argsy Gaming's live stream that he's doing on his map that he's creating. So if you guys want to hang around, you'll be redirected to there fairly soon. Thank you to everyone that has joined. Hope it's been a bit different for you and that you've enjoyed it. I've definitely had a bit of fun doing some bulldozing and leveling all this area out and building the contractor's yard. It has been a lot of fun, so hope you've enjoyed it as well. We'll probably get back to some real farming again. Well, as real as I'll do it. And thank you to everyone that has joined. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. That would be greatly appreciated. Until next time, have a good day, good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are in the world and whatever time you're watching this. Until next time, bye.